Morning, afternoon, evening, whoever you are, wherever you are. Welcome to Robboland's vids. My name is Rob Wheatley. This is Disgracelands, or a small corner of it. There is Dave McCallum, the invisible pineapple. There's a gin and tonic. We're not sponsored by anyone. Gin and tonic. Oh, I'm a bit manic. Look at that. My hands are sweating. That was a couple of tunes called Jazzbah 1 and Jazzbah 2, which are tunes I wrote back in... and I haven't played for years, until about half hour ago, and I suddenly thought, let's give them a go. So they're a bit scrappy, but a bit of a workout. Good fun. And once again, I'm using, just sort of give these a bit of a go again, these Black Mountain thumb picks. If you haven't seen the last video, where I did an actual serious review on these spring-loaded thumb picks, I'm just getting to grips with these and having a bit of fun. But yeah, I haven't played that tune for ages, or either of those tunes. So a bit scrappy, but you know, we'll get there. I'll give it another go in a few days and see where I go with it. Oh, blimey. Oh, it's definitely, for God's sake. Headphones. Oh, anything exciting been happening where you are in the world? No? Good? No? Nothing medical or political or anything like that going on? No? Dave, shut it, Dave, shut it. He's upset because he's bright orange and he's not, you know, seems the way of the world at the moment. If you're bright orange, you're having a bad day. Don't laugh. Anyway, oh dear, it's been a funny few weeks. Good to see you guys again. Those of you who commented on the last video and whatever. What's been going on here? I did a stand-up comedy show last week. I think it was last Thursday. First one since February because of the lockdown. I was meant to have done the gig in end of September, but I couldn't do it. Couldn't do a comedy gig because I was suffering with violent depression. I don't mean I was violent. I mean the depression was really violent. It just got inside my brain and gave me a good slapping about and wrecked me for a couple of weeks. But all bouncing back and having fun now. So I did a comedy show last Thursday. Really good fun. It was a COVID special. So it's live streamed on Facebook. The live stream, I think, is taken down today. Full marks, awesome job by Hazel Humphreys, who runs the Wivenhoe Funny Farm Comedy Club. The other two acts, Jason and Ben, were brilliant as well. I really learned a lot watching them. And I will be getting the video of my set next week sometime. And that will be bunged up here on YouTube for all you boys, girls and others to hopefully enjoy and, you know, stack up on Rotten Tomatoes and throw them at the screen if that's your bag. Win it, innit, hey? I hope you're doing all right with lockdown. We're on lockdown 2, the sequel over here in the UK because, you know, Hollywood loves a bloody sequel, doesn't it? And so far so good. You know, gin and tonic. Face masks are ready and all. Look. I know some people have problems wearing face masks and things like that, but you know, spare a thought. My heart goes out to one section of the community that doesn't get enough love at this time of this time of the pandemic, and obviously I'm talking about armed robbers. You know, because it must be really difficult to be an armed robber at the moment. You know, we're all so used to watching each other going around with face masks. We're recognising each other just from there up. So if you're an armed robber, you see, and you suddenly go into a bank and you got your face mask on, and you see this. You know, last year, no one would have known who you are. Now you go into a bank, you go to hold the thing up, and you can't go with all your mates because you can't get a gang of you going in because of social distancing. You've got to go in one at a time, which is difficult. Crowd control, you can't say to everyone, get over there, because you can't, because they've got to be 6 foot apart. So you've got to say, you go over there, and it just makes life really difficult. But obviously because of the face mask, because they're going in like that, and everyone's going, oh, hello, Fred, how you doing? He goes, I'm not Fred, I'm a blagger, you know. It's Fred, isn't it? You're Fred from down the street. Oh, how's the kids and all that? It's just like, you know, they're just trying to do their job. They're just trying to make a little living, aren't they? You know, blagging, all that. So, and then it's even worse because trying to get in the getaway car afterwards because you can't have more than one person in the car. You see, it's non-essential travel, isn't it? So you have to have 4 getaway cars and no drivers. It's absolutely appalling. So spare a thought. If you know an armed robber out there, you know, give them a couple of quid. Muggers as well. Local muggers are having a hard time. And thanks to Grobnob for this one. The local muggers down here, the poor kids who normally mug people down by the river, they're having to use contactless now, contactless payments. And it's even worse because down by the river, the Wi-Fi is useless, you see. So that's their business gone for a Burton as well. So everybody moaning about losing their jobs, think of the poor criminals, you know. They might have to get a proper bloody job, you bastards. Anyway, it's all good, isn't it? Oh, blimey, I just sat up too fast and I sat down again. I don't know what I'm talking about. Gin and tonic, gin and tonic, gin and tonic. Soon be Christmas. But apart from that, everything's fine, really, you know. I'm not a fan of Christmas. I've been working in a pub and that's all shut down now and locked up and, you know, cheap beer. Because of the lockdown, see, no one was coming out to the pubs because they didn't know what the rules were. You got to go in, you got to wash your hands, you can't. I'm what I refer to as an itinerant drinker, you know. I don't tend to go drinking with a bunch of mates. I tend to go on my own and just hang about and talk to whoever's about. But because you're not allowed to just wander about freely in a pub anymore, you got to sign in, you got to sign out, and people don't know what the rules are. So business was, you know, a bit sketchy. Most people are choosing to sit outside, which is very weather dependent over here in the UK, which means it's you know, 5 minutes of sunshine, 5 minutes of hail, 5 minutes of a storm and all the rest of it. So it's all been a bit sketchy. And then because of lockdown too, the pub decided to lower the price of beer. And what a surprise here in Wivenhoe that every single bugger turned up for a drink. It was busier than the busiest day in summer. Seriously, 2 days ago, like beginning of November. Hundreds of people descended on the pub because of the sniff of a half-price drink. And we had to get more staff in and all the rest of it. But we've sorted it. We're through it now. And we're locked down for the next few weeks. No, seriously, if you are having a bad time of it, mental health issues and all that sort of stuff, take care, people, all right? Be good. Be nice to each other. Unlike the woman who shouted at me like she was telling a dog off the other day because I dared to walk behind her on the pavement. You see, this woman and her daughter were crossing the road, so they're facing this way to go out to the road, you see. And I'm walking behind them. You see, so they're facing that way and I'm facing this way. And so there's no chance of me, you know, giving them COVID. And this woman, instead of just turning around and saying, "Excuse me, would you mind waiting a minute?" She just went, "Right!" with venom and fury and bile and all that. And in the process, she turned around, spat probably all over me, gave me COVID. And, you know, I'm normally a very polite person. I'm normally a very polite, respectful person. I have a personal motto, which is respect for oneself and others. And that's what I, you know, demand for myself, you know, and expect from other people. However, if someone talks to me like I'm a dog, then they should expect me to act like a bloody animal. So I did. And I swore and I spat venom and all the rest of it. I can't help it. I don't mean it. There's just a section of my brain. I think it's a little Tourette section of my brain that just goes, right, sick 'em, sick 'em. And so I just went mad at her, you know. And, you know, the very next day I saw her walking down the road and she just jumped out the way and gave me a death stare. So that's sport now as far as I'm concerned. So I'm out looking for them and just seeing what I can do, you know. So, she goes, I mean, if you're that paranoid, wear a mask outside, you know. You know, wear a mask if you're that paranoid about someone. I said, I'm not licking the back of your neck. I'm not spitting on you. I'm facing away from you. You're the one coughing and fucking shouting at me. Don't do it. Be reasonable. You know, it's the only person that's had any issue with me throughout this entire lockdown thing. Well, not the only person, but, you know, the only person that, you know, I'm still talking to. Swearing at, basically. But apart from that, it's all good, isn't it? So, that's it really, a short video. Hopefully get some more videos out to you. I haven't done a lot in the recent few months because of the lockdown situation. Really did my brains in. And then been back at work the last few weeks and now I'm not working again. So I'll probably be making some more videos because it's either that or clean the flat. And I ain't doing that, you know. No. I'll wash that glass up in a minute because I've got another gin and tonic out there and I don't like to drink out of a dirty glass. Because, you know, why would I? I might catch something off myself. And with that, it's good to see you. I thought I'd just give it a bit of a workout. Yeah, these Black Mountain pics, if you haven't seen the last video I did, I actually did a very serious, for one of the, probably the only serious video I've ever done, where I actually did a proper consumer review of these things. If you haven't seen them, do check them out. I'm not sponsored, I'm not paid by these people. I just think they're a really, really good product for all sorts of reasons, but you'll have to watch the full 20-minute video I just did to see why. What's going on with the light? I don't know what's going on. I think it's this black and white shirt. I think it's got black and white stripes on it. I think it's doing my camera in. Look. give you a headache. Wobble, wobble, wibble, wobble, wibble, wobble. So with that, I've got important things to do. I've got to watch Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse. Why not? I have no idea. Why not? I'm going to do that then. All right. Cheers. Take care, good people. I will see you on the next one. Bye.